The Schoolboy. Children, you know The Schoolboy is a beautiful poem by William Blake. William Blake was a very famous poet, painter, and engraver. He wrote many famous poems such as To Autumn, The Tiger, and The Garden of Love. Now, in this poem, we are going to discuss about a child who does not like to go to school. Let us read the poem about a child who does not want to go to school on summer morning. In the first stanza, the poet William Blake says, I love to rise on a summer morning. He addresses the schoolboy or the child and says, I love to rise on a summer morn when birds are singing on every tree. Now, we will discuss in the opening lines, the poet is describing a child who does not want to go to school on a summer morning. And he wants to awake on a summer morning when birds are singing on every tree, and he wants to get awakened when the birds are singing on each and every tree. In the third line of the passage, the poet says, the distant huntsman winds his horn. What do you mean by distance? Distance from long distance. That is called distance. And huntsmen, those huntsmen are hunters. Or you can also say that those people who hunt animals with weapons. So, in this third line, the poet says that hunters from long distance come and hold their horns. And the skylark sings with me. In the concluding lines of the paragraph of the stanza, the poet says, and the skylark. Skylark, children, you might be knowing, it is a small brown bird which is famous for its beautiful singing. So, the poet says, and the skylark sings with me, oh, what a sweet company. So, according to William Blake, the child says that the skylark sings with him and he enjoys or loves the sweet company of this little bird. The poet says, but to go to school in a summer morn, okay, that means or it drives all joy away. Okay, in the second stanza, we come to know that the boy hates to go to school on a summer morning because it drives all its joys or happiness away. Under a cruel eye out one, whom the boy calls cruel, he calls the teacher cruel. He addresses the teacher cruel and says that he has under a cruel eye out one, that means he had to remain under the supervision of cruel eyes. The little one spends the day in sighing and dismay. That means the little child has to spend the whole days under the supervision of a teacher, and which is very disappointing and very dejecting for him. Children, you can see that in the third stanza, the poet says, ah, then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hours. That means the little boy was hanged to sit, or he was forced to sit. And how he spends his hours? He spends his hours anxiously. Okay, that means worriedly. Now in my book can I take delight, nor in my book can I take delight, means the child can't take delight or joy in his studies from books, nor sit in learning's bower. Nor he can study learning, or he can enjoy learning under bower. What do you mean by bower? Children, bower, a pleasant place under the branches of a tree. So the child can't enjoy his studies under bower or under the shades of a tree, warm through the dreary shower. Okay, What do you mean by dreary? Dreary means boring. That means something that makes one feel unhappy. So, in the fourth line, the child says that he was habitual or accustomed of being bored or remaining unhappy. How can the bird that is born for a joy? The child further says that a bird which is gifted with feathers or wings, how can it remain joyful or happy, sit in a cage and sing? If such a bird with wings and feathers, which is imprisoned in a cage or captured, how can it be happy or joyful? How can a child when fears annoy, so in the same manner as a bird can't remain happy in a cage, this child also can't be happy or cheerful or joyful when he is always annoyed or he is always afraid or worried, but droop his tender wing and forgot his youthful spring. But this child has to drop or leave away his tender, that is tender means soft or delicate, his delicate wings, and forget his youthful spring, and he has to forget his youthful days. The fourth stanza, what the poet says, O father and mother, if birds are nipped and blossoms blown away. That means the child confesses his grief and sorrow to his mother and father, and says that if the birds are trimmed and flowers and blooming flowers are blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day, and if the delicate tender, what do you mean by tender? That means delicate. If delicate plants are separated or uncovered from their joy during the spring day, okay? Stripped, what do you mean by stripped? Stripped means uncovered or separated of their joy, and if these plants are separated or made differentiated from their joy in the springing day, that is during the spring days, by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy? Okay, that means if they are separated from their joy during the summer days, will the summer be joyful? No, perhaps not. Or the summer fruits appear. The child further says that whether he will see summer fruits or he will get summer fruits to eat or not. Or how shall we gather what grief destroys? In the concluding lines of the poem, the poet says, or the child says, that he can't collect or gather whichever is destroyed by grief. Okay? And in the last two lines of the poem, or bless the mellowing air when the blasts of winter, the child finally concludes the poem by saying that he will be relaxed when he will be relaxed at the arrival of winter. What do you mean by blast? That is arrival of winter appear, and that means he will relax or he will be joyful when winter will arrive. This was a poem by William Blake. Thank you.